Another week, another $1 trillion. Biden and the Democrats celebrate after a $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill passes, despite some no votes, meaning not every Democrat and not every Republican was on board with this. In a recent article from The Hill, they pointed out 10 reasons why this bill is overspending money. Let me share a few of those with you now. First, fewer than 1 out of every $4 in this bill is what most Americans consider infrastructure: widening roads, filling potholes, and repairing bridges. Congress should be sued for false advertising. The bill sets aside billions of tax dollars for electric charging stations. Think about that for a second. We didn't build gas stations for cars. Now we are building electric charging stations when we don't all have electric cars. Wouldn't you think, with Tesla stock soaring and Elon Musk becoming the wealthiest man in the world, that the car manufacturers who are making all the money from selling electric cars should build the stations to charge them and not you and me? This bill is the Green New Deal in disguise. More money goes for green corporate welfare programs, including wind and solar transmission lines, than for traditional roads, bridges, and highways. $50 billion is for Amtrak. Let's take a little look at the history of Amtrak. The government takeover of our passenger rail system in America happened 50 years ago with the creation of Amtrak. We were told as taxpayers that it would soon be economically self-sufficient. Today, after spending more than $100 billion, many lines on the rail system lose money. Rather than pouring in $50 billion more dollars, Amtrak should be privatized. And this one I love. They claim the bill pays for itself. What they're saying here is that they're taking money from other government programs that they've already set aside and repurposing it for this program. They're just reappropriating debt, and they're saying that this is creating savings. I think about it like when I go to the supermarket and the cashier tells me when I've spent $300 that I've saved $30. I always say to the cashier, I'm not saving $30, I'm spending $300. And we are not saving money on this program. We are just going into debt in a different way. Debt is debt. And this bill puts $1.2 trillion more debt on the books at a minimum. Listen, I don't want to be a naysayer. Most likely, a lot of good things will come from this bill too. Jobs will be created, money will be made, corporations will make a lot of money. But when you are trying to retire, what affects you is the value of your money. And this is just another example of government devaluing your dollar that you earned and you worked very hard for. As top Fed officials say, continued high inflation would be problematic for the central bank. We all see what's happening with prices, with labor, with supply chain. And rest assured, after this $1.2 trillion, they're going to work very hard to pass another $1.75 trillion in social spending. Our dollars are being debased, and this affects retirees. Make sure you subscribe so you can stay informed and make the best decisions for you and your family.